Good afternoon and welcome to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I will wait for a few minutes. We want you all to join us before we. Yes, you all know how we do. We always wait for a few minutes on YouTube. We start with YouTube first, then we bring in Facebook. So if you are on YouTube, tell a few friends about this. We'd like you to go and get them to go and click on the subscription button right now. How do they do that? Good question. Funny you should ask that. Here's what we did earlier. Click on that link. Subscribe to CitizenAY. Exactly. That's how we do that. So please do join us. We're waiting for you. We'd very much like you to join us. We've got a few things we want to talk about today, and we will go into it in a little more detail. Okay, so now we're going to wait for a few more minutes, let it to build up. What we're trying to do is really get this platform going. Please continue to subscribe and share the CitizenAY platform. The platform is for Middle Beltans, Yorubas, and Biafrans alike. The reason why that is the case is because we want to make sure that we connect with Middle Beltans brothers, Biafran brothers, and Yoruba brothers in the language we all understand, and carry that message through. So whilst you're watching, if you're watching, good afternoon to you all. I know it's a Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. I hope you're having a blessed day. Hope everything is we're working, but still we're talking about the referendum and of course the latest news in terms of the Article 20. We will go into detail about that. Now we're gonna bring on the people, the Facebook crew. Now we're gonna do that now. So good afternoon and welcome on board. Good afternoon to you all. Welcome on board. Good afternoon and welcome on board. Good afternoon to you all. Welcome. Let's join in. Come on and join in. As you're coming in, please don't forget to do this. That's it. Just subscribe to CitizenAY. Thank you. So please do go and do that right now. I would appreciate you very much. Good afternoon and welcome to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Good afternoon to you all. We have some news in between all that we will be mentioning as we go along. Many of you would have seen the news, but we're waiting for a few minutes for people to join the broadcast. And please do share. As ever, we urge you all to please to share the broadcast and make it go, make it go far. Not forget, please, we urge you all as you're coming in. We want you to do this for us, please. Subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube now. Thank you very much. Welcome on board. Welcome and welcome and welcome. Good afternoon to you, Men's Corner. Good afternoon to you, Swinleki, Wasiu Akinyele, Moses Adebayo. I'm going to try and read as many people. Bamidele Mohammed, Butch, Savannah. Those of you coming in, welcome and welcome. Let's continue to go. Continue to spread this, share this broadcast. Very, very important. Very, very important that you do. Let's carry on. We want to sort of reach as many people as possible. There's a few information that we're going to be going through as we are talking today, and we will try and make that available to you as we go through the discussions. There is a particular information that we want you to be really aware of. That's what you saw there, but I will bring it back. So please continue to share. Please subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube as you're coming in. Continue to help us build and grow the platform on YouTube. We are truly grateful for your support. What you saw there was the Article 20. That's going to form the basis of much of our discussion today. But before we do that, Kodio Odewumi, thank you very much. And to you all from Kenya. Whoa, wow, my brother. Happy Sunday to you all the way from Kenya. Oh, I'm grateful for you tuning in. Please do share. Let me see what's happening on YouTube. We got some 1 or 2 people joining us on YouTube. Good afternoon to you all as you're joining in. Please don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Go right ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Here's how you do that. We'll just make it real easy for you. Just simply go there and do this. Subscribe to CitizenAY. There you go. So that's what you want to do. Yes, we will soon. Yes, very soon we will get our freedom. Continue to share. Continue to share. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to do this. Now, we've been waiting for a few minutes. Now, let's begin proceedings, as it were. If you can get some more people to join us, fine. That'll be great. Do so. Get them to join us, and let's begin the day's broadcast. Now, here we go. I give you... Yesterday, I did a live performance of this song. It's best I let you enjoy that. What we'll be doing is we'll be playing that song a lot of the time these days. Good afternoon to you, Vine Maxwell. From Ghana. Oh, amen. May God bless you too, Vine Maxwell. Wow. From Ghana. This is amazing. Awesome. Please continue to share. Good afternoon and welcome, Vine Maxwell. Welcome to you. Adefala Akim. Good afternoon to you too. We welcome you all. Continue to share this broadcast. Very much appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday. We hope that not too long from now, we will be able to get the self-determination that we all desire in the South. That's all. Yes. No. Yes. Exactly. We will not fail. No. We are doing it together. We are going to be working together, Men's Corner. Absolutely. We're going for it. So now, like I was saying, one of the things that I want to do is we'll be playing this song because I played it live yesterday. It's Stand by YORUBA Nation, and it's a song that I wrote. It is not. I didn't write the song. I changed Ben E. King. The song originally is by Ben E. King. Many of you will know this. It's called Stand By Me. So it goes, won't you stand by me, and darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me. So what I did was I went, stand by YORUBA Nation, and darling, stand by YORUBA Nation, whoa, stand by YORUBA Nation, whoa, stand. Won't you stand? Share, definitely like him. By YORUBA Nation. So, with that said, let's play it. And I want to thank you all for your positive response to the song. It was very much appreciated yesterday. So, here we go. Stand by YORUBA Nation. Here we go. Live. Hope you can all hear me. Hope you enjoy that. Please share. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, yeah. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by YORUBA Nation. And darling, stand by YORUBA Nation, whoa, stand by YORUBA Nation, whoa, stand. Won't you stand by YORUBA Nation? If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, yeah. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by YORUBA Nation. And darling, stand by YORUBA Nation, whoa, stand by YORUBA Nation, whoa, stand. Won't you stand by YORUBA Nation? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about this story. You see, they found the skull of a 30-year-old man in Ihueleru in Yoruba land. He spoke Yoruba. He is Yoruba. You see, Yoruba land and Yoruba people, we are one. Don't let anyone deceive you. Believe in Yoruba Nation. Yoruba Nation now. Yoruba Nation now. Yoruba Nation now. Here we go. And darling, stand by Yoruba Nation. Oh, stand by Yoruba Nation. Oh, stand. Oh, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? Oh, stand by Yoruba Nation. Oh, stand. Oh, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? Oh, stand by Yoruba Nation. Oh, stand. Oh, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? I hope you all like that. That's my passion for Yoruba Nation. I will put the message out there. So let nobody be in doubt by my passion for Yoruba Nation. We'll just put that out there. Please share. I thank you very much for listening. I truly appreciate you all. I love you all. We are all in this struggle together. Yorubas, Biafrans, and Middle Belt. We will get Yoruba Nation, Biafra, and of course, Yoruba Nation, Middle Belt, and Biafra. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you truly enjoy that. I hope you find that refreshing. We need to start as we mean to go on. So this is Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much, Omolara Sunshine. Thank you. Nigeria is in the failed state. That's why we're saying this. One of the things that we're trying to, yes, we have come a long way in this struggle for freedom. We must eschew division at this time and unite the old southern Nigeria to fight these common thieves, murderers, terrorists from the northern Nigeria. On Oduduwa and Biafra Republic, I stand forever and ever. Yes, so I stand by Yoruba and Oduduwa and Biafra Republic. We are great people with great vision, civilization, etc. Great voice, sir. Loving this voice, sir. God bless you, sir, CitizenAY. Oh, thank you so much. Man, you are too kind. You are too kind. Thank you. I appreciate you all. This is what we all must do. The question is, oh, Joseph, I knew. Oh, thank you. Oh, my brain. Thank you. Whoa, guys. You want to make a grown man blush or something? What you guys doing to me, huh? What you want to make? You want to make a grown man blush or something? No. I'm really grateful. Listen, I hear we're saying free Nnamdi Kanu. And listen, on this specifically on the subject of Nnamdi Kanu, what we need to do is the government have really messed up big time. And I will tell you why. They have messed up big time because even the Attorney General of the Fulani Federation, many of you yesterday would have had me use that comment. The Attorney General of the, good afternoon, sir, Jogoni Eniodumo, Olawale, good afternoon, sir. Jogoni Eniodumo, Olawale, thank you very much, welcome on board. So what they've done, okay, congratulations. Yeah, yes. So now, what we're saying is this. The federal government have no grounds, no basis upon which they should be holding. They should hold anyone in the South. They have no basis. As I said yesterday, and I'm going to restate it again today. Please share. As I said yesterday, I'm going to state again today. As I said, what is really going on is that the government have been lying about many things. And what they didn't do, the Attorney General of the Federation was not aware of the fact that the government, the Nigeria was a signatory, Thank you very much, thank you, Van Maxwell. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. The government was a signatory to the African Charter on Human Rights, and within that, we have the right to self-determination. Indeed, it goes on to state, and I will read it to you when we bring it up, that the government should help us in going for self-determination. Now, the Attorney General of the Fulani Federation, he didn't know that. He wasn't aware. You know, they always say, I wasn't aware. You know, their favorite word, the favorite word of the Fulani government, every single one of them is, I am not aware. They are never aware. They don't know anything. And that is true. They're not joking. No. When they say, I'm not, they don't know. So the question is, if you don't know, what are you doing in government? If you don't know the laws, you should know. The person that we should be able to, the go-to man that should know everything about the laws that contained that as regards contraction Nigeria should surely be the Attorney General of the Fulani Federation. Surely, you would think so, wouldn't you? You would think that they would be aware. But no, we are not aware. And they were so stunned by the prompt and the very clever thinking of the senior advocate of Nigeria, Chief Yomi Aliu San. They were so shocked when even the judge was amazed that the Article 20 was something that nobody was aware of. And what is even more damaging for this government and for the Fulanis is that it was signed back in 1979. I kid you not. I kid you not. It was amazing. I'm still, even as I'm talking to you now, these are things they are not aware of. So we need to bring this forward. I'm going to go into that in a little bit more detail. But first, we need to continue to ask you all. Tomorrow at the UN, we need you all to make sure that you attend. Those of you in the New York, this message is specifically for you in New York. If you're in the New York area, from the 21st to the 24th of September. Good afternoon to you, Terry Omoalade. Good afternoon and welcome on board. Continue to share. Please subscribe to us on CitizenAY on YouTube. Go right ahead and do so now. Go right ahead and do so. Raphael Joe. So from the 21st of this month to the 24th, 21st to the 24th, we are not sure exactly what date Boo Boo, you all know who Boo Boo is, the audio president. We're not sure which date he's coming to New York. We don't know. They say he's meant to become no election in all Biafra land. Exactly. Now, I want to, whilst you say that, by the way, I want to applaud those who are doing sit at home in Biafra land. I applaud it. In fact, I support it. I support the sit at home. If you are not safe in your land and you're being killed, if you're not safe in your streets and you're being killed, if you're not safe anywhere and you're being killed, then you better stay at home. It is best to stay at home. And I support that 1000%. And I salute all my Biafran brothers who have worked on this. And I think we can learn a thing or two about this in the South as well. We can learn a thing or two about it. Although the information that I'm about to bring might change things somewhat. But still, for us in the South particularly, we should really key into the idea of the sit at home that the Biafrans have done. It's very effective. It is really effective because the people who are taking from the economy, they are denying the people who they don't want to speak the right to actually say, no, this is wrong. So in the absence of fairness, they are justified in sitting at home. Very, very justified. So I want to salute every Biafran that is actually supporting. I salute every Biafran. I salute you. I salute you for the tenacity to stay and comply with the law, with the decision made, whereby you sit at home, because that is, yeah. I don't blame the murderers from the parasites etc. We told we the old Southerners have tolerated them, and their barbaric access is far too long. It has ended by the union of Southern Nigeria. Exactly. It has, indeed. Vine Maxwell, you are well said. So I salute Biafra. I salute, you hear me? I salute Biafra. We call on the government to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu, to take away, now that they have lost the case against Oloye Sunday Igboho, and they have to pay 20 billion. They need to rapidly let go, drop all the charges against Oloye Sunday Igboho. They have to drop it, and they must drop the charges against Nnamdi Kanu. They have to drop it, because they are not the government. It even goes, I dare say that if the lawyers are going to explore, they can even take this case all the way back, because this law, this African human rights was in effect, has been in effect since 1979. 1979, and yet your Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, Abdullahi Malami, yes, that one, he wasn't aware. They are never aware. They are so power drunk that they don't know that there are limitations, even with their powers, their perceived powers. There are severe limitations that has been signed. That has been signed is binding. What I'm telling you is that it is binding. It is not a question of if or buts or maybe. It is binding. It is binding. Every indigenous people have the right to self-determination, as said by Chief Yomi Aliu San, respectfully mentioning your name, sir. And we thank you for bringing this astonishing fact to the world, and giving us the opportunity to now tell people around the world about this. So we thank you very much for the hard work. We support you, and we want you to continue in that vein, sir, because we need people like you speaking truth to power. That's all we need. We don't need sugarcoating. We just need to be told exactly how things are. Clearly, the people in government, they have no clue what they're doing. They didn't even know that such a powerful document that they signed. And I don't even know if they understood the impact of it. Because in 1979, if I'm correct, that was when there were some changes between military and civilian and that kind of thing. And the military, who probably just went and signed it, he didn't understand what he was signing. Oh, I'm the boss. I am the boss. You know, I am the boss. I can sign it. I can do it. And they signed it. And of course they should sign it, because it's human rights. But of course, I bet they were thinking, oh, this makes us look good, so it's a win-win for us. But hey, there's a sting in the tail, and this is the sting in the tail. So now, let me just carry on with what we're saying. So I don't want you to, I'm going to come back to that, but the New York one is very important. As many of you would have seen, we were in New York on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And we covered many of the events there. And you saw what happened. You saw a lot of the protests and the rally, the Million Man March. And it was well attended. We could always do with more. There is a big opportunity now, huge opportunity now for all of us. There's a huge opportunity for those of you that weren't able to make it, to come down to New York on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th of September, the coming days. Go down there, make your voice heard. Orofi Bright Olajide, good afternoon to you. So make your voice heard. We need to see as many people out there. So if you are in the New York area and we want you to come out, keep a lookout. Keep a lookout. I want you all to watch what is happening from now until the 24th around the Nigerian embassy. Okay? Those of you in New York, please keep a special eye out for what is happening, what will be happening in New York in the Nigerian embassy between the 21st and the 24th of this month. It's very important. The reason why I say that is that you want to know, watch their movements, We need you guys to be watching what is going on there. As you saw a few days ago, we exposed the fact that they're selling passports and collecting money from passports outside the office, not in the office. They have 8 floors. They have 8 floors. And they couldn't do the business of the embassy inside the embassy. They had to come out and give forms to people and in exchange for money outside. That is a video evidence. You can't, they cannot dispute that. Now, so one of the major Boko Haram terrorist government, Obadia, yes, he's dead. Yes, I was going to come and talk about that. Yes, he died today. He died in Abuja hospital. Apparently, he's been ill. We don't know. He died today. So I'm going to talk about that as well. But what I want to do now is this. The reason I'm asking you, may his soul rest in peace. Now, the reason I'm asking you to look out for this is that it may well be that Bubu will come in earlier than planned. And they will start trying to do different things to trick us. So I want us. So the more we can, if you can get yourself down there, if you can be around that area, get in touch with Oduduwa TV Radio, CitizenAY. Get in touch with us. Let us know. And if we can do a live broadcast of what you see, believe you me, we will go on air with it. We will go on air with it. It's very important that this happens between 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Those days, Bubu, aka Audio President, will show up. Now, we don't know which day. We don't know which day he will show up. So, and it is important. And that is why every single person hearing this, if you have a friend in New York, there's 140 of you watching us right now. There's about maybe 10 or so on YouTube. If you're watching right now and you have a friend in New York, you know, if you are watching, good afternoon, Alison Ndebe, Alisoman Ndebe. If you're watching us right now and you are in New York, you're here and you have a friend in New York, tag them into this podcast. Tag them to this broadcast. Tell them to come in. Tell them to join us. Let's talk about this. We want to talk for a few minutes about this because it is so important. The steps that we take now are extremely important because when what happened on the Friday last week, whereby we exposed the fraud going on. What happened? It was quite by chance. And that means that is what we need to be looking for. We need to be ready for that chance to come again. It may be that you start seeing, I'm trying to give you things to look at so that you start seeing activities around the embassy that will indicate that Bubu is in town. It will indicate that Bubu is in town. And that's what we need to look for. We need to make sure that that we can have, we have people who can then get in touch and say, look, he's in town. Connect to us. We'll go on a live feed straight away with you. We will definitely do that. So that's what we're trying to bring to your attention. It's very important that we ask you all to please make sure that when you have that opportunity, that's why this needs all of us to be there. It needs all of us to be there. I'm trying to answer a few people as well. It needs all of us to be present at that point so that as soon as you get that information, and those of you who are in the New York area and who can drive down with an hour or two, be on alert. Watch Oduduwa TV Radio, CitizenAY. We will make sure any information that can go live, i.e., if you give us information that or video and you're doing a live, get in touch. We will connect with you and we'll put it live so the people can see what is going on. The reason why we are saying this is that this is such an important moment. It is such an important moment. They will do anything else. They will do anything else to try to hide the fact that Bubu, aka Audio President, aka Buhari, aka which one he is, we don't know. That's one. They will do everything to please, guys, we don't need to have squabble among ourselves here. Those of you on Facebook, we don't need that. We just need to walk towards things. Why don't you go, instead of doing that, please, why don't you go and do something? Can we do this? Those of you there, please go right now and subscribe to CitizenAY. Instead of squabbling, do that. Please, we don't need squabble. Just go and subscribe right there. See? Subscribe to CitizenAY right there. Go and do that. Or tell a friend. And better still, also tell people, those, if you have friends in the US right now, tag them into this. Send them the video. Tell them to come in. We need to talk about this. We need to have a plan of action. POA. We need a POA for the next 4 days. And we need you guys. And the beauty is that it's you on ground that would have to do the POA. You will have the friends. You might have 4 or 5 friends in and around the area. And you can plan, okay, we can take turns. Oh, I've got 4 hours here. You got 4 hours there. Okay, I'll do the first 1-2 hours. We will scope the area. We will check what's happening. When we check what's happening, we go, okay, get in touch. Our number, 4473995800606, CitizenAY and Oduduwa TV Radio. Get in touch with us. We will set up a link with you so that we can go live at that point. Because it needs speed of action. That's what we understood. That's what happened on the Friday that went. Because the speed of action, we didn't know that anything was going to be happening there. But we said, let's just go down to the Nigerian embassy. And of course, we went there, hey presto. They laid everything out on the table without realizing that's what they were doing. And of course, they got scared. If you go and watch the video, they got scared that we were watching and we were filming and the whole world was watching. So we need to catch them on the hop. So please, this is not something that one person can do alone. I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. All of us together, particularly if in New York. If you're in New York, you're a Biafran, Middle Belt, Yoruba, you start working together. The key thing is start working together. Watch that embassy. See what is happening. If you notice that there are moves and they're bringing, if they start bringing in any of these flashy cars, that flashy nice car that you will see them drive around, and you start seeing very important people coming there, know that something is about to happen. That is what I'm trying to say to you. Be aware that something is about to happen. Get your camera out and be ready to film and connect with us, and we will stream it live. We guarantee you, if you do that, we will stream it live. And this is what we are talking about. We are talking about making sure. Please, we don't want any Femi. Please, if you're not going to be part of the discussion, you don't have to be in here. And if please, I'm watching what's going on. So Femi, we ask you to respectfully just let's listen to what's going on here. It's important we focus. We're going for YORUBA Nation. We haven't got time for quarrels. We really haven't. So please, 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 for the last time, I'm making that plain to you now. You're welcome on board. You can contribute, but we don't need to fight each other. So anyway, so please, those of you who are in New York area, the UN resolution, the UN are going to be meeting. Ninas are going to be in town. There's a number of people coming in from various, from not only Yorubas. Yoruba people will be there, Biafrans, Middle Belt, everybody from the South. People are going to be there. There's going to be the protest. They have taken they've got a vantage point for the next 4 days. So if you want to go, if you want to join now, you still have time now to plan your journey to go down to New York, to book a hotel room, or if you can drive for the day, you have the time to still have that time now. But what is important is that once we know the exact time, if you play your part, you can blow wide open any attempts to get boo-boo in by the back door, to do it a day earlier, all of that. We will bring it, Yeah, they have. I know, I'm going to talk about that now. I'm going to talk about that. But I want to talk about this issue. I will talk about that in a minute, but it is very, very important. Yes, YORUBA Nation, no going back. Thank you. So it's really, 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 really important that those of us now, if you are Biafran, Middle Belt, Yoruba man, and you're in New York, please, this message is for you. Don't be a bystander. We need you. We need you to get involved. We need you to organize yourselves Those of you living around that Manhattan area, if you're a Yoruba man, if you're a Biafran, if you're a Middle Belt, get in touch and you can meet outside. When you start talking, organize yourselves, plan, get a video. Always have your camera and your power bank ready. Bring your power bank and your camera. Bring it, be ready. And also get in touch with us. Once you find out anything, get in touch with CitizenAY on +44 7399 580 606. It's across the screen as I speak to you. You can see it. It's below. That's what you want to do. Once you get that information, once you start seeing big cars, you will see the big cars, you will see all the fancy cars, you will see them. And you will see, once you start seeing a lot of Fulani people around, big Fulani dignitaries, with, you see them with bags. When you will see bags, they were walking around with, you will have the entourage carrying 4 or 5 bags each, for the big chief, for the big Fulani man who got to that position by doing this one and all that quota system nonsense. That's what you are looking for. Watch that area. So watch the cars first. Check the cars in those areas. Be sure to know, okay, who's coming in out of it, who's coming out. So maybe, and you can take a picture, send them to us, so we start making people aware. Because what we want is, we want to catch them unawares. We have to catch them unawares. And that's where you come in. And that's why I say to you, if you're a Southerner, as long as you're a Southerner, you must take on this role. We urge you to do so. So I'm going to park that now and go on, and now let's talk about Obadiah, because they mentioned that, and I was going to talk about it, but because it's been mentioned, I think I'm duty bound to actually go and talk about that. So please, those of you in New York, 21st to the 24th, I urge you. Let me see if I can find somebody. Let me get one of the persons who may be actually organizing this on ground to come and talk to us. Let me see. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do this on the fly because I think it might be a good idea for him to give us a bit more information. Let's go. Let me call the person now. He may answer, he may not, but I'm going to do that right now. So I'm calling him right now. Let's see what he says. He may be busy. Let's see. He may be busy. So hang on a minute. So whilst we're doing that, I'm going to just... Joseph, how you doing? Can you hear me? Hey, hello. Hello? Joe? Jide?
Yeah.
You're live on air. You're live on CitizenAY right now. How are you doing? I just wanted to give people a chance to speak to you. Give them an update about what's going on in terms of the rally tomorrow. 24th to the 24th. So go ahead, please. That's Joseph Ige. As part of the people organizing the Ninas.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I can't hear you. Go ahead. Hello?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you to all the crew of OduduwaTVR.
Thank you
for everything that you are doing for Yoruba Nation.
Thank you.
And the southern people of Nigeria.
Thank you.
Yes, so say Yoruba land, so I be English, I be mixed.
On CitizenAY we do English, but you can put some Yoruba if you want. This is on CitizenAY.
All right, that's okay. Well, it's not far-fetched. Thank you, everybody. Please just share the program. If you are not in New York or anywhere in the cities or states of America, please, what you can do for us is to call your people, send them messages to join us from tomorrow, 7 a.m. We have had the news that terrorist Buhari has left Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria.
Oh.
So, and yeah, he has left. Yeah, the newspaper have carried it officially. Buhari has flown out of capital city. The terrorist Buhari has flown out of the capital city of Nigeria, Abuja.
Interesting.
And the next landing point will be in New York, and we are waiting for him.
Okay.
We are waiting for him. So therefore, we need everybody to come out. What we did throughout last week, Monday to Tuesday, in front of United Nations office, is just practice, rehearsal, warming up. Okay, this is going to be the hottest week. Because we must let all the world leaders know what is going on in Nigeria against the southern people of Nigeria, which we Yoruba are one under Ninas. K3 blocks. So we need everybody. There is no saying about, look at it this way, my people. Will you lose one day work pay as opposed to sending money to your people in Nigeria.
Good point.
As ransom.
Very good point.
As ransom.
Wow.
So this is where we are coming. There is no excuses. There is no gainsaying about it. Let us come together. Let us come out once and for all, so that the world leaders, they are already listening to us. All the world leaders, their wives, their concubines, their staff, their entourage that are flooded New York City presently for shopping. They are already seeing the signs, our cry. Wow. We need to do more. We need to come out from 7 a.m. Monday morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially we Yoruba, Igbos, Middle Belters that lives in and surrounding New York City. Okay. If you can be there for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and so on and so forth, from tomorrow, Monday, 7 a.m., we will be there live. Wow. United Nations headquarters in New York is on 1st Avenue between 42nd Street and 48th Street. You cannot miss us. You cannot miss us. Whether you are walking, driving, biking, cycling, just put United Nations headquarters New York on your GPS or direction. Yeah. If you want to take public transportation, it will put you through anywhere you're coming from in the world. It will lead you there step by step. It's very straightforward. You don't have to come with your black shirt or anything. We will give you signs and slogans to carry. Buhari is a terrorist. All we want, all we are demanding for is referendum. Yeah. We want to be able to choose whether we want one Nigeria or we want to go our own way. Middle Belter nations, Yoruba nations, Lower Niger Congress, which constitute the southeastern part of Nigeria, the Igbo people, and the south people of Nigeria, the Bayelsa, the Masop, the Ijos, the Port Harcourt, and so on. We just want referendum. Because 1999 Constitution is a fraudulent document. It's a fraud. It's a fraud paper, okay? It is nepotic in nature and it only favors the Fulani North. They make all the money, VAT money, oil money, resources money, port money from the southern state of Nigeria, namely Lagos #1, Ogun State, where I come from, my forefather comes from, #2. Or your state, Ibadan. Those are the states that makes the highest revenue in Nigeria. Exactly. And they will give Lagos State, Ogun State, or your state 5 to 10% of what they generated from these states. Thank you. And take the remaining 90% to go and steal it, the politician, take it to the north that generates only 1, 2, 3, 5%, the highest. We cannot continue like this. Our southern governors are waking up now. The state that makes the fat, you got to manage your fat. No more sharing value-added tax. That's one. Exactly. Number 2, no open grazing. Yes. All the southern states.
Akeredolu signed it. Akeredolu signed yesterday.
Imo State. Only Ebonyi governor and Imo State governor, Oples Umozima, have refused to sign the open grazing and the VAT. That's why their people continue to get killed. So no to open grazing. All the southern governors of Nigeria have said no to open grazing. And
it's
thank God, thank God, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has aptly put it. Yes. He said, and I quote, the issue of open grazing, meaning no to open grazing, has been condemned to the dustbin of history. That's it. Let Hausa, let Fulani, let Northern State Governor, let terrorists Mietiala cry from now till tomorrow. The southern governors have spoken no to open grazing, and they are enacting the law at state levels of General Assembly. Okay, no to open grazing. They dare not do open grazing. Finally, SARS and MAS. Okay, the southern people of Nigeria says no to terrorism. So therefore, we are asking the United Nations to grant the southern people of Nigeria the right to their referendum so that they can bring referendum to Nigeria.
Yeah.
We are also demanding United Nations to send peacekeeping forces to Nigeria.
Yeah.
We are also demanding from United Nations and the world leaders to send peacekeeping forces to Nigeria to stop the killing of the southern people of Nigeria, because Buhari government has stopped by all way the southern people of Nigeria from defending themselves with weapons, retracting and taking all the weapons away from the southern people of Nigeria. And he has continued to encourage and to give guns and ammunition and money to Miyetti Allah, the #1 terrorist group in Nigeria.
Exactly.
May he rest in peace. Professor that just
Malaifa Obadia. Professor
Malaifa Obadia. May so rest in peace.
Amen.
He said, and I quote, "I am a professor and we don't talk rubbish." He was saying the truth that the southern people of Nigeria are being terrorized, victimized, suppressed, and oppressed. That they got to stand up for their right.
Exactly.
The High Court in Oyo State has just passed a verdict, a judgment this past Friday, that self-determination is in the Nigerian Constitution and that self-determination is legal. He went ahead to assign or to give or to authorize. He made a judgment
20 billion. You're talking about 20 billion awarded
Secret Service and the SSS, the State Security Services of Nigeria.
You know what? One second. Joseph, I am so glad you said what you said. You said State Security Service because they keep saying DSS. They are fraud. To say DSS is a fraud, and they use it to confuse people. So it is State Security Service. Well spotted.
And they
well
will
spotted.
Put DSS on their clothes, and they will be masking their face.
Exactly.
Because they are terrorists from the Sahel.
Exactly.
They are terrorists from Mali, from Niger Republic. They are terrorists in law enforcement police uniform. Buhari from #1 to Z is a terrorist. It's fake. Everything about they continue to borrow money, take loan. And all the money that is being generated in Nigeria, they are servicing all this loan with 90% of what they are generating.
Exactly.
Not even scratching the loan in face. We cannot continue like this, our people. No job in Nigeria, no gainful employment. Everything is getting expensive. Bags of beans, bags of rice, bags of cement. No work. People are poverty. Everybody's in poverty. We can't continue like this. This is why we demand for referendum from United Nations.
Exactly.
So that we can get our own nation, manage our resources, our land, our forest, our waterfront, our ports, so that the money we are making will be enough for us. All the money that is being made from the southern part of Nigeria, they take it to the north and use it to pay terrorists. And they buy weapons for the terrorists to use against us and to kill us, rape our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our wives, kill our uncles, our brothers, our fathers, and they bring their cows and cattle to graze on our farms. It happened to my younger brother, the youngest in the family, last year. Early ago, they grazed cows on his farm to the tune of over 1 million naira. He lost. He stayed on the side and he was just watching them. Thank God for his life. We cannot continue like this. We want referendum. 1999 Constitution is fraudulent. We do not subscribe for it. And most importantly, before I drop and let you go, my brother, is that we are begging, asking, crying, encouraging all our southern people, the Yoruba people. No to 2022 election, no to 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. No election, no referendum, no election, no referendum, no election, no referendum, no election. If you vote or if you participate in campaign. If you support politician, you are digging your own grave. Period.
Yes.
I cannot emphasize this enough. There are two ways to go. I cannot tell you anybody that supports APC or PDP or that campaigns for any political party or support any governor, any local government chairman, ward or president, you are digging your own grave. Let us come back home and sign the petition for referendum to the United Nations. The Oduduwa TV and radio people will put it on their link on their website. They will tag it. Please sign the petition. Don't only sign it. Tell all your family members that are above 18 to sign the petition for referendum, so that we'll continue to cry. We in abroad, Yorubas and Yanya, we are trying our best, sacrificing for a better life for you, our people back home. Number one, sign the petition for referendum. Let United Nations bring peacekeeping forces to Nigeria so that they can conduct referendum, so that we can have our own country, Yoruba Nation, most importantly, so that we can see the end to terrorism.
Indeed.
And cheating and nepotism, so that we can live a good life.
Indeed. Thank you
full
so
of
much.
Safety and peace of mind. This is what we demand for. This is what we are. Most importantly, for all these things to happen, please call, text, invite all your people. I'm using this opportunity to invite every Yoruba, every Southern people in New York, New Jersey, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan. Please come out. Yonkers, Westchester, upstate New York, Connecticut, Boston, Massachusetts, DC, Maryland, Virginia, Jersey City, Jersey Oceanfront, Delaware, and so on and so forth. Chicago, California. Please come back to New York for 1 day, 2 days. Okay? Let us demand for referendum to southern part of Nigeria from the world leaders, which are already listening to us. Let us come out, disgrace, embarrass, and insult Buhari that he is a terrorist president in power. Buhari is a terrorist.
He is.
Break any language barrier.
Run. Buhari is a terrorist. Run. Nigeria government is a terrorist. Run. Dr. Milavi also said that one of the northern state governor in Nigeria is the commander of terrorists.
I'm going to play that. Please, I'm going to play that.
He was just mincing word. He was just being prudent with word. It's not just one.
Several.
It is an open secret that Pantami, the Minister of Communication under Buhari, is a terrorist, terrorist commander, is a terrorist apologist. I can confirm to us 100%. I don't know his name. The governor of Bauchi State is a commander in Boko Haram, Miyetti Allah terrorist. So also is El Rufai, the governor Littlefinger of Kaduna State. He is a terrorist. He once told the international journalists that if they come to Nigeria to come and cover election,
they'll come back in body bags.
They're going to put them in bags. We threaten them. Now he cannot leave Nigeria to the international. Before he used to follow Buhari and Torres, he dare not try. They will hold him down. We will hold him down in New York and we will make sure he gets arrested. I dare him. I dare him to come with Buhari. I dare Rufai to come to New York.
You triple dare him, Abi.
I dare him. I will deal with him myself. This is a country of law and justice. I dare Governor Bauchi to follow Buhari to United. I dare Shehu Gaba. I dare Okponu put liquor as Femi Adesina to follow Buhari to New York, and they should show their face. We are waiting for them. This is not a threat. This is a promise.
Thank you so much.
We dare all these people to come with Buhari to United. 6 a.m. tomorrow, I will be there. We are looking out for them. We are looking out for them.
So make sure also, please, as I said before,
that we deal with them hands down and police arrest all of us.
Exactly. One of the things
we are waiting for them. This is not an empty threat.
Please. Okay? No, it's
to
not,
them.
not a
They
threat.
go
It's
here,
not a
they will
threat.
hear winning. Even Buhari, we are ready for him.
Not a threat, but we are going to hold them accountable. Is what we're going to say. What we're saying is
We're holding them accountable for all the injustice,
That's
for
correct.
all the killing, kidnapping, all the terrorism, victimization of we people in the South.
Exactly.
Our people, you can do your own part by sharing the live broadcast on Oduduwa TV and radio tomorrow.
Yes.
Let the world hear our cry. Let it go viral.
Yeah. Okay.
Let all the world leaders and their entourage, okay? We have been telling people, the world leaders, none of them should sit with Buhari inside the United Nations conference. He's a terrorist to the 100%. He might be carrying bomb in his Ababariga. That's why they're going to pat him down to his panties before he enters, because we don't want United Nations headquarters in New York to be blown away. It is something that he can do. We are watching out for all these people. When they wanted to enter the gate of United Nations on Friday, we shouted on them. Security, New York NYPD gave them special treatment of patting down, of checking. They check their phone, they check their property. They did not allow them to bring their car in as other people from other countries.
Are you joking? Is that what you guys did?
Nigeria encouraged last Friday. Yes, I'm telling you what happened.
Okay.
Because we shouted on them that they are terrorists, and this is the service that awaits them from Monday tomorrow.
Okay.
Please tell your people to come out. Tell your people we need to be more.
Yes.
We need to be more.
Yes.
And the police look at us, they told us to carry on our protest and our rally, because they saw the slogans, the pictures of the children
being
that
killed, murdered.
Go and kill, So our protest, our rally is effective, is working. We need it to work more.
Yeah. Exactly.
We need United Nations to send peacekeeping forces to Nigeria to take over and for referendum to happen.
Let me just ask you a question.
We can have our own nation.
Let me just ask you a question. Hold on. One second.
Say no to election.
I wanted you to just talk about the Nigerian embassy, because as you saw on Friday last week, we were able to expose their fraudulent acts live in front of people.
We will continue to
so what we're looking at is, do you have plans to have people on around that area to watch what's going on? Is that part of the things that you'll be looking at?
Definitely, sir. Okay. We will station people in front of Nigeria embassy. They have a side entrance on 44th Avenue. We will station people both in the front and on the side. There is no hiding place for them.
That's
so that when they want to sneak out and begin to go to United Nations, we will follow them with slogans and placards that our terrorists security our terrorists security. We are going to pour pure water on them. We are going to smash them with raw egg. We are going to deal with them, and we are going to bring everything live.
Thank you.
They have no hidden place. We are going to deal with Buhari and his entourage. Give him the disgrace, the embarrassment, and the insult of his life. You will be proud of we Nigerians in New York and in America. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, before I go, lastly, we are doing all we could do here at United Nations in New York for this 76th General Assembly of the United Nations General Assembly. Please play your own part. Say no to any election in Nigeria. It doesn't work for us. Say no to every election. All our brothers and sisters in Yoruba land, please pack up, fold up. Extinct, remove yourself, your name, your services from APC and PDP. It's not working for us. Otherwise, you will live to regret it. Continue to dig your grave. Thank you very much for this opportunity, OduduwaTVRadio crew. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joseph. Just before you go, you take care now and have a great evening. And we'll be in touch later on. And we may call you, call you in again.
Anytime, my brother. We have signed up for this 100%. Anytime.
Fantastic.
We are here.
Well done. Okay, thank you. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking my call. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You've had a detailed analysis of what is going to be happening. Now, you have that information. We want you to use that information. We want you to spread that information. We want you to make that news available to as many people as possible. We have to keep them on their toes, keep them. We should give no inch, no quarter to these people. We have to hold them to account. They have to be made accountable to us. They have carried out injustice for long enough. Let me, I was doing something earlier on as I was talking. I managed to get something together. And let's see, now I'm going to just quickly do a bit of a segue. Whilst I'm talking to you, whilst he was talking, I was doing a bit of research on Malaifa. May his soul rest in peace. And as you all saw, he died today. He was 64 years old. The former deputy governor of CBN. He died in a national hospital in Abuja. Now, I don't know about you, but a hospital in Nigeria, particularly when you think about the fact that all of this Buhari and Tinubu and others, they never use the hospital in Nigeria. They only come abroad. So that should give you an indication that hospitals are not, you can't fully trust it. I hate to say it, particularly when it comes to this issue of your life and death and all of that stuff. So that there are question marks there. And this guy, apparently he had been having some illness. Now, one just wonders, I don't know. This is what Showore wrote briefly. He said, he was a powerful voice for social justice. Although he was said to have died after a protracted illness, it is, however, on record that he was hounded till the very end by the lawless DSS. I should actually put in there. They are SSS. There is no such thing as DSS in law. They are SSS, State Security Service. So they are actually State Security Service and not DSS. And when you use that term DSS, when you now go to make to complain or to make a case against them, if it's mentioned DSS, they say they don't have DSS. They will say that's when you will know that they are playing a game. They are saying DSS to us so that they can never be charged to court. Very important point to make there. So when he's saying that, it's very, very important. So like I said, now let me I'm going to read some more. So it is, however, on record that he was hounded till the very end by the lawless DSS agent of the unconscionable tyrannical regime of Muhammad Buhari, rest in power. So, and I say, may his soul rest in peace. He was 64 years old. Once again, I remind you, he was the governor, former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Now, let's go back to one of his famous statements that he made, and let's watch this. Now.
And the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram.
Pause. Now, when you now hear that he passed away, I don't know, make of that what you will. But let's play that section again. Just hear this.
Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits.
Sorry. Let me just go back 1 second. Here you
go. Not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria.
You heard that?
Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Going from house to house, killing prominent people. Now you can understand why we're saying RIP One Nigeria. And you heard it from the guy. And he's dead. Coincidence? Who knows?
I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current.
Did you hear? Current.
No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from...
So, anyway. So, may his soul rest in peace. I just wanted to put a bit of context to what we're saying. When we're talking about the fact that we are led by a bunch of corrupt crooks in power that we must get rid of. And that's really important. We put that context there. Very, very important. Now, may his soul rest in peace. I have no doubt in my mind that the question should be asked about his passing. I have no doubt about that. Do I have evidence? No. But I have no doubt. Based on the astonishing revelation he made, and based on the fact that since he made that, he couldn't stay in his own home. He said it. I was on a live program. I was privileged to be on a live program with him in a discussion. And he said it. He was talking from a place where he wasn't at his home. It's not a question of whether I heard. It is I was in a program with late Malafia Obadia. I was on a program with him. It's not hearsay. It is not what I'm telling you is the fact. And we need to understand that. So I have questions about that. I have serious questions. When somebody says, oh, he passed away. Oh, he's died. We need to, firstly, who's in control of the hospitals? And this is a man that's exposed something that they wanted hidden. So you have to ask that question. Who's going to carry out the autopsy? So many questions are there to ask. A state where they are telling the state security office to put on DSS, knowing it's a fraud, a government perpetuating a fraud on its own people. Do you think that this is doing something to a man that exposed them is outside their area of action? Do you think so? I'm just asking. We can't rule it out, is what I'm telling you. I don't have the evidence before somebody says I'm saying something. I don't have the evidence. But everything that you see points to the underhandedness of this governance at every single level. On everything you care to look at, everything is all underhand. It's all, secret, killings, oppression, suppression, suppressing, preventing people from speaking truth to power, from exposing their fraud, from highlighting the crimes that they're committing. Everything is geared towards that. So we say, may his soul rest in peace. Yeah, they won't let him be. Exactly. So they won't let him be. So I know. So when I'm telling you, by my own experience, he was in the meeting, he couldn't go to his home. That was how much pressure they were putting on him because of what he said. And in some respect, one has to wonder, did they finally get him? Did they finally get him? And that leads to further questions. And we've now established that when they say DSS, they're actually using it as a way whereby, they will use people, God knows, we don't know who. They wear the mask, they will say DSS, they will kill somebody, and they won't show their face. When you go to court to try and put a claim or a charge against them, they say we don't know DSS, we are only SSS. But they're the same people who have employed these people to act as DSS. And who knows, they may well be foreigners there. But because their eyes are covered and everything, you can't ask any questions. This is what we are faced with, literally every single day. Every single day. So may his soul rest in peace. We are looking at situations of things. These are yet more reasons why we have to say RIP One Nigeria. A nation that does not put your safety and security at the heart of its plans, as in the entire nation, only focusing on making the lives of Fulanis better, building rail to Niger, who they use our own money. From what Mike was saying, they use our own money to build rail into Niger, and they pay the interest on that. They build refinery in Niger, but we haven't got a working refinery in contractual Nigeria. And you tell me to believe in one Nigeria. How? That's the question I'm asking. How? So may his soul rest in peace. Let me now move on to what I really wanted to do, but that was a bit of a segue as we did that. But please do share. Now let's move on to the main topic which I wanted to do, and I wanted to treat this a little bit more in depth. Now I want you to see this. How can I do it? Okay, now I'm going to try and, this is Article 20. I'm going to try and see if I can, 1 second. Let me just I want to just check something first, if I can get this information out. And because what I want to do is to give you a bit of a background before I go into read this one, so you get a bit of a proper context of why this is such an important document. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So I think, okay, now let's have a look. Not that one. Okay. Hang on. So now you are looking at Article 20 right there, and I will go and read that to you. But like I said, I want to make sure that you have oh, that's not the one. Sorry. Where is it now? Sorry about this. Okay. No, that's not it. 1 second, please. I'm just going to get this right just for a second. Okay. There is a way I can do it, but I'll come back to that. I'll come back to it. Now, let's just say the best way I can explain it is that the government did not know. Attorney General of the Federation did not know the following. Let me just check something quickly, and then I will then, here we go. Article 20, right to self-determination. Okay, yes. Self-determination on human rights and people's rights. Okay. So I want to just do something quickly. People's rights. Now, I'm going to read it, but I want to make sure. Okay, good. This is the one I wanted to bring. No, that's not it. Anyway, okay, I'll come back to it. I have the paperwork, but I just need to make sure I get it in the right manner. So what I'll do, I'll quickly do this so you can have it, because I don't want you to go somewhere else. Anyway, so I'll read it to you, but I'll show you if I can find it. So what you want, I had it here before. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I had it here. Now, most important thing is the African, what do you call it? What they didn't tell you. The government signed up to this in 1979, and it reads like this. It's called Article 20 of part of the human rights. I'm going to read this, and I'll read it. African Commission on Human Rights and People's Rights. Okay, yes, I think I will get it now. I've got it now. Just give me. It just took me a bit of time to work it out. So it says here. African Commission, that's it. Okay. On human and people's rights. Okay, so now here we go. So I'm going to bring that up because you need to have that context. If I don't, you will get it, but not so much. Yeah, now we got it. Now let me bring this here. So I want you to do something, and I want you to please do bear with me. It took me some time to get that together, but it's sometimes better to make sure you get that accurate information so that when you talk about it, it's actually on point and you don't have to think about it. The link, I will share the link again on CitizenAY right now. I did that yesterday, but I'm going to share it right now. The reason why I'm saying this is because I want you to be you have to be part of this process in clarifying and establishing and understanding quite what is being done here and the damage that is doing, and how and why we must actually confront this. So I'm going to pin that here. So those of you watching, you will see it on CitizenAY. I might do it on the other ones later. I'm going to pin it so that you can go and look at yourself. Because it takes time to go to other places, and it will take some more time if I don't go and do this. So now it says here, African Commission on Human Rights and People's Rights. Now, when you go further down, there is a link that you can get, and it is important you get that link. I'm just showing you. You can go in there, double click on it. You can open it with Firefox. So I'm going to open it with Firefox, and then you can scroll up and down and look at it, and then you can read that. So the most important thing is that it was signed. What I want you to know, it was signed, session held in Monrovia, Liberia, from 17th to the 20th of July 1979, on preparation for preliminary draft of African Charter on Human and People Rights, providing inter alia establishment of bodies to promote and protect human and people's rights. So you can see the date now. See, July 1979. You can see that. That's what it is. So that is very important context to bring in. So, and then going down, of course, you can go down to Article 20, and then you can read that, and you can, so there you go. So it's there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of that, because I want to be able to be in control of this a little bit more. Now, it says here, Article 20. So you now understand that Article 20 was signed in 1979, and it guarantees people's human rights for people, particularly indigenous people. So let's read this one. And this is what is very important to mention. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So all people shall have the right to existence. They shall have unquestionable and inalienable right to self-determination. That's very important information to home in on right there. They should have inalienable. Let me see if I can go. Alienable right to self-determination. They shall freely determine their political and status, and shall pursue their economic and social development according to the policy they have freely chosen. So the government has completely to say that people who are going for self-determination are agitators is a lie. There is nothing within there that allows for that word to be used. This is something they invented, because you see, everything about the Fulani government is all about psychology. For them, it's all about psychology. Anything to make you feel, oh, they are in control. Whatever they say goes. They're the ones who are in power. But, the reality is what we are showing you now. They shall freely determine their political status, and shall pursue their economic and social development according to the policy they have freely chosen. Colonized or oppressed people shall have the right to free themselves from the bonds of domination by resorting to any means recognized by the international community. So you can see there are grounds on which we can actually protect ourselves, and because as my colleague said earlier on, they are taking away our guns in the south and exposing us to being killed, and that is very, very important to make here. So within certain confines, we have the right to protect ourselves, and we must. Now, the third one I want you to really look at now. All the people shall have the right to assistance of the states parties to the present charters. So this is a very important one. Listen to it again. All people shall have the right to assistance of the states parties to the present charter in their liberation struggle against foreign domination, be it political, economic, or cultural. Now, in the context of foreign, we need to look at it from this point. Bala Mohammed has admitted that they welcome Fulanis to come into our country. That goes against Article 20. Bala Mohammed said, let me get the video out. I don't want somebody to come and start saying CitizenAY is talking nonsense. It goes against it. And we need to highlight things like this. We owe it to ourselves to highlight the very thing I've just said now. Now, let me just do something very quickly. So let me go Bala Mohammed. Let me just, and I want you to listen to what is said there, what is said, and then we'll then come back and look at this. Ba Mohammed interview. Let's have a look at this. I want to just see which one they bring now. Okay. Okay, here we go. So now listen to this one. I'm going to bring that up now. 1 second. I'm going to just let it play. I'll bring it in. You will see it in a minute. It will be coming up in a minute. And I want you to listen very well. Listen intently. And then we'll come back to this point. These are things that we need to do. These are very important things, steps we need to tell our people. Because it goes against. They are welcoming foreigners. They're giving them more powers than the locals. That already, he should be arrested already. He should be arrested. Not even a question. Now let's go and look at this. Now I'm going to make this.
Trust where the...
Now let me do this. So we're going to take this across. Now I want you to watch this. This was some time ago. 16th of September 2019 to be exact. I want you to listen to his words. And when he gets to a particular point, I'll play it. Here we go.
Whole system of transhumance or pastoralism is criminalized. Criminalization of pastoralism is the problem that we have with this.
You see, he's saying the criminalization of pastoralism is the problem they have. But the point is, by the way, when you say that they're welcome in the country, that means that you have overruled all the laws of the land. That means that anybody who wants to come in has to go and first seek clearance before they are allowed to come in, get documentation to be able to know who they are. But because they are Fulani, they get free pass. And that is very, very wrong. That is why One Nigeria is no longer viable. Listen to this.
Project, and it requires people with passion who understand them and who they believe in, people like us from that part of the country, to say yes, we have
people like us from that part of the country. Just look at the manner in which he's talking. He places the interest of the foreign Fulani man above that of Southerners, and you tell us we are one Nigeria. That's why it's no longer workable. Listen.
Yes, because today there is no limit to the accusation that this and that has happened and it is the Fulani man who caused it. There is no tribe that is not that you don't have this criminality in, but certainly
no, this is not criminality. This is organized genocide. You're very, very wrong. What is happening is organized genocide. You've had that he may well be the governor they're talking about. That's heading the Boko Haram commander. So let's play again a bit more.
The way and manner we do it is really exacerbating the crisis and the problems.
Will there be any form of documentation of all the people that will be,
yes, we are
within that?
Oh yes, that is going to give Nigeria the opportunity to really have the best in terms of documentation in the demographics.
So you haven't got documentation for the people within the country, but you are willing to bring in people who haven't got papers, nothing, and then start with them. So they are the first people now. Do you understand what you're saying, Governor Bala Mohammed? Do you actually comprehend? Are you comprehending what you're saying? When we say that we need to have accurate data of the people within contraction Nigeria, shouldn't be that be the priority first before we let anybody in. But here he is sitting down and telling us, oh, they are welcome because they are our brothers. That's besides the point. That's besides the point. And here's another thing I want to put into the mix. I want you to think about this. They closed the borders in Lagos to Benin Republic, Ogun State. They closed all the borders there. Are we Yorubas don't we have brothers in Benin Republic? Don't we have brothers in Benin Republic? So why is it that you can close the borders to us, but you're leaving the borders open for your Fulani brothers? Can you see this thing about one Nigeria? Are you understanding what this one Nigeria is really about? It is about the Fulanis taking over the land. This is why we need to put a stop to it. Period. We need to put a stop to it. Now, let's listen on a bit more, then I'll go back to the...
Because, as I said, the Fulani man settles anywhere he can feed his cattle.
Did you hear? The Fulani man settles anywhere he can feed his cattle. So they don't care about your borders, the boundaries. They're not interested in that. And these people, under the guise of settling Fulani terrorists, they have used it to take the land from Southerners. That is the fact. That is the plain fact. Let's listen on.
And so if they are put in one place and they are made to understand that this is to save them and their animals, they are exposed to the vagaries of the forest and what is going on, cattle rustling, killings and what have you, and that's why it is important for them to understand that staying in one place is good. And of course, in terms of the best practice of carrying the meat.
That's not the point. Tell me, are the cows now more important than Southerners? The lives of the cows are more important than that of the Southerners. That is what you're saying. The Fulani man, who is a foreigner, not from the parts of Yoruba land, Biafra land, or Middle Belt, has more importance. You've placed the life of those Fulanis of more importance from Guinea. That's where you come from anyway. Let me show you another picture. Sorry about this. I do like to do this now and then, so that this is to wake us up. And any child that might be watching this, to start picking up these very important, simple but very important points. Let me just do this quickly. Where am I now? Okay. I want to just, because it's important we begin to tell the narrative as it should be told. Futajalon. Let me just do that. Okay. Let me just see what happens. Okay, now I'm gonna just put that there, and 1 second, you will see it happen. I want to just, and I will leave that on the side. So as you are hearing him, just remember that's where they come from. As you are hearing him, because that's what you see. We need to associate them to where they belong, with where they belong. They're not from our parts. That's why he's saying that they're welcome in. They are welcome into our part and uprooting us from our own land as Southerners. We need to say no. So listen on.
The cows and the
let's stay with that security angle for a bit. Is there going to be this plan going to be a fenced enclosure where anyone who comes in is secured, so there is no one that can just come in from anywhere else?
No. It is going to be a colony, and a colony does not require a fence.
You will understand
it is not going to be a prison.
You will understand the reason why people are concerned, because of all the security issues that have been happening over time. So if that's...
These forests are there anyway. If you don't occupy them and create a colony out of them, they create places for the criminals. And today, that's why you have the Sambisa forest, because it is not being utilized.
But Your Excellency, much as yes, they are fantastic. We have met a lot of them who are Fulanis as well. But the concern too is, why should federal government use resources for this country to accommodate Fulani men who are not Nigerians?
You see, as I said, we are already accommodating them. Do you delineate and then really know who is not a Fulani man from Nigeria? Delineate and...
Let me play that again.
We have met a lot of them who are Fulanis as well. But the concern too is, why should federal government use resources for this country to accommodate Fulani men who are not Nigerians?
You see, as I said, we are already accommodating them. Do you delineate and then really know who is not a Fulani man from Nigeria? They are all Nigerians.
You see, that is a lie. A man that is from Futajalon, from Guinea, this is why I put that there. The man, and you, by the way, your ancestry is from Guinea. You have to go back to Guinea. Do you understand? If you are telling your brothers to come from all over Africa to come into Nigeria, that means you are trying to displace us Southerners from our land in the South. And we say no more. That is why we are going for YORUBA Nation, Biafra Nation, and Middle Belt Nation. The whole of the South is none of your business. You need to focus. You see, your grandfather's estate, Bala Muhammad and Buhari, it is in Futajalon. That is where you come from. And you need to be reminded. Yes, is fighting for Fulani. Exactly, Remi Ike. So you need to be reminded to go back to that Futajalon. You have no business. You have no claim to any land in Yoruba land, Biafra land, Middle Belt. We are stating it categorically. And we are further stating that you are breaking the law by imposing foreigners on the people, because it said so in the document. And this man should be arrested. I kid you not. Listen to this now. Not listen, but let's play for a bit, then I might stop it. But let me see how I can do this. So
because I said their identity, their own citizenship is Nigerian, even though we have relations all over the world, all over Africa. And so presumably they are Nigerians.
Can you believe the nonsense that this man? Can you believe the nonsense spewed out by this man? Can you believe that this man is even a governor? Look, we're done talking to these guys. We're done talking to these guys. It's time we took the proper steps. They've signed up. We need to know who was the president or the general in power in 1979, 20 July 1979. We need to know. That's going to be interesting to us. I need to find out who that is, because what that means, it is likely to be a Fulani man anyway. I think it is, but I don't know. Or even if it's a Yoruba man, we know that they're being told what to do anyway. What I'm trying to get at is this. This man here should be arrested, because it is signed into law that, and the government of Nigeria signed up to it. That is why I was showing you that document earlier on. Now I'm going to take him away now, because there's no point in really even, what you want to look at here is this piece of, where am I going? Piece of information. You need to look at, it's Article 20. Okay, I got it. Go back here. This one here. Yeah, thank you. Now, that governor completely ignored this here. It says here, all people shall have the right to assistance of the state parties to present charter to the liberation struggle against foreign domination, be it political or economic. Now, he is supposed to be serving, Bauchi State, by focusing on foreigners. And it says so here. Struggle against foreign domination. He is actually leading and encouraging foreign domination by focusing solely on Fulani rights. What about the people that own the land originally? So this is why I'm saying this man should already be facing charges. This man should already, it says here, all people shall have the right to assistance of the state parties to present to state parties to the present charter, as in the ongoing African Human Rights and Right to Self-Determination Charter. It's in existence right now. And it means that it is binding. We signed up to it. And that should mean that Bala Mohammed, talking this nonsense, should be arrested. Because by giving the land of pastoralists, they're taking people off the land. That's going against this document that was signed by the government of Nigeria, and that is still binding. It is still binding. So I'm bringing this as evidence for us to know that on one hand, what is done wrong is that he's encouraging foreigners to come in and take our land, thereby putting us out of our land and not caring about the lives of the people who he promised to serve during the election. That's what is done. Secondly, it's important that those of us who are going for self-determination, that we now know that in law we are guaranteed that right. And what is important, let me get you the other document again to show you how important this is. If you look at what I'm showing you here, let me see, can I move it across? No, I can't. If you look, you see everything in green means that people have signed it. Let me see if I can get in there. Can I get in there? Yeah, okay. No, I can't go in there. I'm going to go back out. So if you look, this is Nigeria now. You see? So it's even 2011. So that's another one. That's another document. But I'm just trying to show you that, you see, the only ones who haven't signed it are the ones in gray dot. And I think it's 1 or 2 countries at tops, no more than that. So they've all signed and ratified. You see, states which have signed and ratified. Can you see that? Can you see the key? Oh, hang on. Let me take my picture out. Let me take my picture out, because I want you to, these are very important points here to be made here, so that we are better informed as to how we go about dismantling this contraption. Look at this. Sorry about that. No, that's the wrong one. 1 minute. Let me just get here. Okay, so this is the one we want. Now, look on here. You see, it's a key. The green, states which have signed and ratified this Human Rights Act. States. And you can see Nigeria is in there. We signed it. Are you following me? We signed up to this. Exactly. He will not be charged. Exactly. We signed up. The government signed up. And what is worse, Malami did not know of this document. It took the brains of Chief Yomi Aliyu, SAN, to point out this to the judge, and then for Abdullahi Malami to say, we are going to appeal. Please go and appeal. Please do go and appeal, because you need to understand that this is not hearsay. We are signed up. States which have signed and ratified in green. And where is Nigeria? In green. It is end of story. Now, what I am trying to get here now is to the point I'm making here, is that I want you to understand and tell everybody that you know in the South, particularly Yorubas, that as of that Friday when that report came out, we are now able to peacefully protest, work for self-determination, and the government have zero powers to label such actions as terrorists. The federal government of Nigeria, being signatory to the document I put before you, have to ensure that they actually protect the people who are seeking self-determination, not arrest them. That is what this document means. That is what this document that I put before you, and that's why I ask you to download it. I'm going to share it on CitizenAY, on the YouTube, on the website as well. I've just been a lot of things too busy. This document, from here on, the government have zero powers to arrest anyone for advocating for self-determination. It can no longer be called agitators, secessionists, whatever name they want. It no longer qualifies. Because why? I want you to tell everybody this, and I'm going to bring it back again. Nigeria is a signatory. You see, Nigeria, can you see Nigeria is in green there? You see? In green. Now go down. If it's in green, states which have signed and ratified, that means contraption. Nigeria is bound by what they signed. They are bound. We need this information to reach everybody in the South. This is the central point to what we're saying here. So let me bring my face in so I can connect. It's better if I'm, it's the same language. So let me bring that back. As I've stated now, if I'm going to go back up, I'll show you. Now you can see above there, we have signed up. We have signed up to it in green. And if I go back up, yeah, I'll do that now. States which have ratified and signed. That includes contraption Nigeria. Everybody now in the South should start telling people, you have the right to peacefully protest. And furthermore, impress upon the security forces, the police, the army, that that right is contained within a document signed by the federal government of Nigeria that is binding. It's binding. It is their duty to protect the people who wish to go for self-determination. It is the duty of the government not to arrest them, but to protect them. Yes, that's why they are killing Biafrans and Oduduwa who are protesting against self-determination. Exactly. But now they are committing a crime. Every time they arrest, this is something you need to tell everybody. Every time they arrest a Biafran, a Yoruba, Middle Beltman, they are breaking the law. It is part of their so-called constitution. It is in the African Charter. However way they care to do this, they are in the wrong. The federal government, the Fulani government with all their lies, they are in the wrong. And we need to highlight this as fast as possible to everyone in the South. So please, I ask you once again, as you're watching this broadcast, please share this broadcast. Don't leave it to yourself. Send to people. Make, very, very important that this is done, because what is going on right now is beyond. This is state-sponsored killing, and a state that even when they say, oh, when they're always good at saying. That's what I said. Malami will say, we are unaware. I was unaware. Well, when you are the Attorney General of the Federation, shouldn't it be your priority to know any law, however tiny or insignificant you may feel it is? It's your duty as the Attorney General of the Federation to be aware. You should be the person which anybody in the whole world should come to and ask any question about any laws, about any signed and ratified document which contains laws. You should be able to provide that. The fact that you have not been able to provide that clearly speaks volumes about your knowledge. And your knowledge is not your interest now. It's about taking the land. That's that much obvious. Because now knowing this, knowing that we have the right to rally, let me put it here, to go and peacefully and, go for self-determination without fear of arrest from the police or the army. You heard me now. We have the right, the fundamental human right to self-determination without fear of arrest or being harmed by the military, the police, or SSS. And we need to immediately, the fact that the government is going around with people having DSS on their documentation and covering their eyes, meaning that when they commit a killing and everything else, nobody will be held accountable. That shows that the government is corrupt. It is sickening. It is beyond words. Please type 1 if what I'm saying makes sense. Please type 1 if what you are hearing me say makes sense. Because I am so incensed at what we're uncovering here. What is being uncovered here is beyond words. And these guys, they're not even from our part of Africa. They are in Futajalon, and they have the temerity to treat us like slaves in our own land. So let me just go back in, and I just wanted to bring that to our attention tonight. And I hope you've learned something. Please do type 1. Let's see what your thoughts are, if what we're saying makes sense. Vicky Benson, you're 1. Thank you very much for those of you on Facebook. I appreciate that. I see Vicky Benson has typed 1. this Nigeria with the truth. Exactly. Nigeria has been destroyed with the truth by MNK, by Alison Ndebe. Very true. MNK is waking up indigenous Nigeria. Exactly. So now let me go and look on Facebook. Let's see what the response is there. I want you to just know. Okay, so Remy Ike says 1. Type 1. Exactly. So sit at home is the only option. If our people don't protest, they will kill. If our people protest, they will kill. I understand that. But I'm not saying they should do that immediately. But what I'm saying is they need to know that they have the power. And also, they should start telling the police, the army, that the Constitution, within the Constitution, we have the right to self-determination. And also, it is an African charter signed by the government. So, these are things that I'm saying. I'm not saying, you heard me say earlier on that I support sit at home. But you see, when people know their rights, the more people know these rights, the more powerful they become, so they can stand up against these people. The fact is that the government has hidden many of these things that I'm showing. That's why I'm encouraging you. First thing first is to make people aware of that fact. Now, once they've bedded that in, they can start taking appropriate action on ground to start freeing themselves. So by all means, the first thing we need to do is to make sure that our people, the sit at home must be adhered to, make it that, grow deeper. But at the same time, start teaching them about this information. It's really, really important information in here. All people shall have the right to existence. They shall have the unquestionable and inalienable right to self-determination. They shall freely determine their political status and shall pursue their economic and social development according to the policy they have freely chosen. By us stating, Yorubas are afraid. I know, but we have to. That's why the knowledge is important. When you know that you have the power, and we have to. And at the same time, at this point, I want to urge my southern brothers collectively that it's important that you walk around with your phones, with your camera, have your power bank, film. We need as much information as possible stored up, for the time will come when we will need to call on those information to highlight the various crimes against humanity that this government has committed. We will need that. So that's the thing that we are trying to bring to mind here. There's a time lag between getting the information and being able to process and understand the information, particularly when you are in a situation where the government makes it difficult for you to have access to information. The federal government of Nigeria has, by making sure there's no electricity, there's no constant data, there is no water, there's no road, they've made it impossible for people to be able to get information that they need at the click of a button. And this deliberately done so to prevent people knowing their rights, to be able to hold those in government to account. By doing what we're doing now, we're empowering our people to have that knowledge and begin to question within their own community. They don't have to go out alone. Within their community, this is what the document says. Are you aware of this? You should not be doing this any longer, because we have the right to the self-association. We can wear whatever we want. We are not violent. These are the kind of things we should be saying to our people. And I will be doing a program about this. You will be seeing a program about this Article 20 almost on a daily basis. Anytime I come on, I'm going to put that there. And I want you all to take it and share it and talk to family and friends about it. The impact of that judgment has meant that all of the plans that the Fulani government had, whereby they could kill and they could arrest and throw people in jail, it's not going to work. They can't do that anymore, because they now know that there is a charter signed up to by the federal government of Nigeria all the way back in 1979 that is binding till today, and they cannot get out of it. And that's the information we should tell our people. Yeah, who will start it? I'm able to do Ade Riboye Louis. But I promise you, no one will be of support. Well, it depends. If you have to give incentives, when you're going to do something like that, we have to give incentives to make sure it becomes the sit at home becomes something. So yes, I agree with you. We have a lot of work to do about that. So Fulanis are uneducated. That's why they changed Chad Kanu for the offense of treason. Exactly. This man here should be charged with treason. Let me go and bring this up. This man here should be charged with treason, because bringing in foreigner to a place where there's people already means that you are actually putting the lives of the people that you promised to serve in danger. You are importing danger into their lives. He should be charged with treason for actually interfering with the so-called integrity of Contractor Nigeria. On the basis of what is done alone, he should be charged with treason by impacting negatively the borders of Nigeria by bringing in foreigners. That's a treasonable offense. When you go and speak to to foreigners and welcome them in to come and dismantle your place, that is tantamount to treason. It is tantamount to treason. You put the state that you promised to serve in jeopardy, all because you believe that the rights of those foreigners is more important than the rights of those you promised to serve. He should be in jail already. He should be tried in the court and should be jailed already. But we know that won't happen. We know that won't happen on this. That's why we're going for YORUBA Nation, Biafra Nation, and the Middle Belt. And I want you all to really have a think about that. So I'm probably going to be bringing this to an end here. I'm not taking calls today. I wanted to just do this session so we can really talk about this important document. And that document is very important. Let's do this. Bring it here. So you've got it's on CitizenAY. You can see it now. And what I want you to do is focus on Article 20. That there is, it tells the people what they need to know. It's like a go-to point, and you can actually explain to a governor, a local government official, a military man, a army, a police, the DSS. They are bound by this document because the government of Nigeria signed up to it in 1979. Now, what I was going to do that, I wanted to check who was the... Let me just do something quickly now. I'm going to try and... I just want to go and ask the question because it's very important. So here we go. One minute, please. I'm just coming. I'm just trying to check something. Okay. One minute, please. Okay. So let me just see. Yeah. Okay. It was signed by Shagari. This was signed during the time of Shagari. This was signed during the time of Shagari. He was the president at that time. So we need to know what time. I thought as much, but it was signed on this one. Let me show you what I mean. He became on 4th in October 1979. They became what do you call it? We became a democracy, so-called, quote unquote. We became a democracy. Now let me show you something. Oh, I've just lost the whole thing now. So now we have a document. Yeah, okay, good. Got it now. I'm back with you. Now, here we go. Is that it? Yeah, now. Is that it? Yeah, this is it. So now, at the top of the page, says he came in October. Okay, he came in October. He became the president in October, right? Now, let's go at the beginning of this document. This was first 17th of July, 1979. That was the time where, if I'm correct, Obasanjo was the president. I think it was. So let me just type that in. I think it was Obasanjo because he handed over, he was going to hand over to civilian. And there was MPN, UPN, and Obafemi Awolowo, generally many people now accept that he won, but they rigged it again to make sure that Shagari got the post, and he was the president at that. He was the major. It was the military man at that time. Oh, let me just see. Let me go and get that round. Who? 1 minute, please. I'm just trying to check something quickly. Then I'll give you that information now. I want to come. I think it's. I'm certain it is. Obi Obasanjo. 1st of July, 1979. Let's have a look at this. So 1979. Just want to check something first, then I'll come back. Let me just come back. I'll confirm that. I want to confirm what I'm saying to you. Yeah. He served until the 1st of October 1979. Now, this document was signed in July 1979. So let me see if I can bring that up there. Let me see if that was. I'm going to try and do this. Who? Okay, let me just do this now. Let me just type this up so you can see. So I'm trying to connect everything together now. One minute, please. I've found it, but I want you to see it yourself, you know. So now, so you can see that now. So it says here, Obasanjo served until 1st of October 1979. He handed over power to Shehu Shagari, the president, first Nigerian, you know, there you go. Now let's go back to the document again. The document states that it was signed 17th to 20th of July. So somebody within the military regime signed this document. That's what I was trying to establish. Are you following what I'm doing? Are you all following what I'm doing? Do you understand what I'm trying to do? Are you understanding? We have to try to track back to where they're gone. And we've been able to establish now that somebody in the regime, the military regime, the second term military regime of Obasanjo, somebody there signed this document. We don't know who yet. We're going to try and find that out. We're going to try and do some more digging around that. But we know that the president at that time was Obasanjo. He was the president until the 1st of October 1979. This document was put in place July 17th to the 20th of July 1979. So these are things. I'm giving you a bit of background information to make sure understand, so we understand all of this history. Because by understanding it, we know the things to look out for. And we can, you know, these are things that we need to really establish. I'm going to try and I'll do some more digging to find out exactly who signed this document. But it's just a bit that it's a very important information so we know exactly what's happening. And it's interesting that Malami didn't know about this document. It's very interesting. So that leaves a lot of questions. Is it that he doesn't know, or is he pretending to know? We don't know. So, but anyway, be that as it may, we want to sort of bring this, we'll be bringing it to a close now. Here's something that I want you to bear in mind. We have a protest on the 1st of October in the UK as well. So let's play this one. And is that right? Let me see. Yeah, let's play this and have a listen.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, yeah. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by Yoruba Nation. And darling, darling, stand by Yoruba Nation, we'll stand by Yoruba Nation, we'll stand. Won't you stand by Yoruba Nation?
Yes, that's what the song says. It's time to stand by Yoruba Nation. Stand by Biafra Nation. Stand by the Middle Belt nations. We need to come out on Friday, the 1st of October, 2021, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Come one, come all. Come and join us and speak to power, our right to self-determination. The time has come for all Southern people to stand as one and go for our individual nations, Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, and Middle Belt. Please come one, come all. Meet us at Trafalgar Square, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. We will go from Trafalgar Square to Downing Street to Parliament and back. We may even go down to the dreaded Contraction Nigeria's embassy. We want you all to be there. Let's make it a joyous affair. The day we declare our independence, the day we go for, speak about our self-determination. Our self-determination. We have to go for that. We urge you all to please come one, come all. Join us as we go for self-determination. Be there.
Yoruba Nation will stand. By Yoruba Nation, will stand. Oh, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation?
Be there. Be there. Thank you and goodbye. So, yeah, we'll be playing that now and then. So the 1st of October in the UK, I would like you to join us. Would like you to really make sure you play your part in this journey, in this struggle. Tell family and friends. It doesn't matter. We want, Biafrans, Niger Deltans, and, Yorubas, Middle Beltans, you're a Southerner, make it your business to come down. Make it your business to come down on the 1st of October. I'll be there. I'll be there. I might even sing, the song. I might even sing that song. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation, oh stand. By Yoruba Nation, oh stand. Oh, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? Oh, whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation, oh stand. By Yoruba Nation, oh stand. Oh, won't you stand by Yoruba Nation? This applies also. We're saying it's not only about Yoruba Nation. We want you as a Biafran and Middle Belt, come out. Come out, come one, come all. We need you all to be part of the struggle. We can't do this alone. This is something that we have to do together, collectively. So I urge you all, please, 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 on the 1st of October in the UK, let's get ourselves down. I will be there. I will be there. We have to stand by Yoruba Nation, stand by Biafra Nation, stand by Middle Belt Nation, together stand by the whole of the South together to free ourselves from the bondage called Contraction Nigeria. We have to free ourselves collectively. I thank you all so much for joining this podcast. It's been a pleasure. I hope you've gotten some information. Somebody asked me to get in touch with Simon. Of course, I do speak to Simon all the time. Although we have there's too many things that's been going on, so I've not been able to do that in the last couple of weeks because it's just been too busy. And I know he's incredibly busy as well. But I will get in touch with him. In fact, after this broadcast, I will do that, and probably we'll do a show together again to bring this, to more to the attention of more people. One more thing the lawyer said was that as a result of the work of this Chief Yomi Aliu, as a result of the work he's done, they've now, I think Nnamdi Kanu has now taken out a 50 million naira thing, I think, against the government because of the revelations made in this document that you see before you. So you can already see it's having a lot of impact already on the whole polity of the contraption called Nigeria. So this is something that it is good that we should celebrate, and not celebrate. We should focus on it, make people aware of it. And I want you all to please share this broadcast, share it. Before I go, I always do one more thing. If you haven't subscribed to CitizenAY, please, we urge you to go and do so now. So just go and do so. Subscribe to CitizenAY. So we'd like you to do that. So once again, what's left for me to say now is please take. There's a copy of this particular. I've saved. There's a photo of this that you can take, and the idea is for you to take this photo and just send it to people, put it into groups, put it just so they can, and let them start talking to them about the fact that the Article 20 guarantees them the right to self-determination. Our people need to be given this simple information so that they can begin to process and act upon it on ground. There is only so much we can do from far away back home. But if we can get that information to them via all the means of phone, data, all of that stuff, video, whatever, we can do it. Short clips, all these things. Send it to them so that they are aware that they have the right to self-determination, that they should not be scared of speaking about their right to self-determination, and that indeed they should be demanding from the government to support them to go for the self-determination, because that's what the government signed up to all the way back in 1979. As you've seen, we've been able to establish exactly under which government this was signed. This was signed under the government of Olusegun Obasanjo. This is indisputable. The date falls in there. So these are down to the research work that we're doing. And that's what we want to do. We want to give ourselves as groups, collective, the knowledge to empower us to free ourselves from bondage. You see, if you don't have the knowledge, you can't take the steps you need to take to free yourself. That's why the knowledge is very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being part of this broadcast. Please don't forget to subscribe to CitizenAY. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. And of course, subscribe to us on Oduduwa TV Radio. We'll be back tomorrow on Oduduwa TV Radio covering the broadcast on the UN and NINAS. We'll be back tomorrow. It may not cover all of it in one go, but we'll cover certain sections of it, and hopefully we'll be live at some point to do it, because it's going to start from about 1 o'clock our time, I think, something like that. So we'll cover it, and then because I've got a few things to be doing after that. So, but I will be covering that. Hopefully there might be other people who can anchor whilst I'm, indisposed as well. But rest assured, the first 3-4 hours of that will be covered, and I'm hoping that we'll have somebody to, anchor that until I'm back and everything else. So we should have something in place for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to thank you all. What I want to do again, I want to play this song, and then we will sing. I want to play the Yoruba National Anthem. At the beginning of every song, of every broadcast now, I'll be playing the Stand By Yoruba Nation song at the beginning of every broadcast, because we need to reinforce the positive thinking about Yoruba Nation, to bring it to life. Singing about it makes people buy into the idea. It goes into their subconscious, makes them aware, connects them to the reality of what it means to be a Yoruba person. It's a powerful way of getting the message across. I firmly believe that. But what's left for me to say now, of course, is to say thank you very much. Before I go, let's do this. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, fún ilẹ̀ ìbí wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fáyé rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Kashishe, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá, ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa, tẹ̀síwájú fọkàn ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. Please do share this broadcast. It's very important. Those of you in the US, please go down in your numbers, in your hundreds, thousands if possible, and make sure from the 24th to the 24th, we make the Fulani governance accountable for all the oppression they've carried out on us all collectively. We need to see Yorubas, Biafrans, and Middle Belt at the event tomorrow, the day after that, and the one after that, 21st to the 24th. Once again, you're watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye. Bye now. Okay, for those of you on YouTube, I thank you all so much. They're my really special family. I want to thank you all for really always being there. You are helping in growing this platform. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please also, I'd like you to help us share the Yoruba Stand By Yoruba Nation that I have already on this platform. Share it to family and friends, because if the song is powerful, it's got a message in it. We want to get that message to as many people as possible, and we can't do it without your help. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and also hit the subscription button, and also share the broadcast. Subscribe, notification button, give us a thumbs up, and share the broadcast. It's been a pleasure. I hope to see you all very soon. Tomorrow we'll be on OduduwaTVRadio covering the broadcast live from there. So do watch out for that, and tune in. I might come in and do a broadcast earlier in the day on CitizenAY. In the meantime, thank you for watching. You're watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.